Sa yesha supteshu jagrati kamam kamam purusho nirmimanah tadeva shukram tadbram tadevamritam uchyate tasmin lokah shritah sarve tadu natyeti kaschana etad vaitat. Namaste to all. This is a very, very touching shloka from Kathopanishad Panchami Valli, 5th chapter, 8th shloka, where Yamacharya is describing the qualities of Almighty God. Yamacharya is giving the Brahma Vidya to Nachiketa. He describes about Jivatma, Paramatma, and he also tells about what happens after death, what are the qualities of Almighty God, why we should worship Almighty God or how to worship Almighty God. So many secrets he is revealing in Kathopanishad, of course all based on Vedas. So we must try to decode Upanishads based on Vedas. If we do not have the knowledge of the Vedas, we will grossly misinterpret Upanishads. We will take that meaning from Upanishad which is not the intended meaning of the Rishi, because Rishi means mantra drishta iti rishihi. A Rishi is a person who has realized Ved mantras in Samadhi. So we must always understand Upanishad in the light of Vedas only. So here Yamacharya is telling to Nachiketa in the 5th chapter, Ya Yesha Purusho, this is Almighty God. This is that Almighty God who has the qualities I am going to mention to you in this shloka, Nachiketa. And Purusha actually means, in Vedic Dharma, Purusha could mean Jivatma as well as it can mean Paramatma. In this shloka it is Paramatma. In some shlokas it could be Jivatma also. It depends on the subject. For example, Sankhya Darshana, it generally speaks about Purusha, means it speaks about Jad and Chetan. Sankhya Darshana speaks about Viveka Gyan. Viveka means differentiation between Jad and Chetan. So Sankhya Darshana, in very few places it directly speaks about Almighty God. Otherwise it always says Purusha Prakriti. So but here Yamacharya gives the knowledge about Sa Yesha Purushaha, that alone is Almighty God who has these qualities. What qualities? Supteshu Jagrati. Supteshu means taking sleep. So when the Jivatma, when the human beings, or when we can say Jivatma, because God is common for all the Jivatmas, not only human beings. God is common, or God is there for all the Jivatmas, animals, plants, insects, everything. So if at all there is a Jivatma which is residing in a Sharir which sleeps, Jivatma does not sleep. We sleep, but our Jivatma, we sleep means our body sleeps, our mind sleeps, our minds shut down, but Jivatma never sleeps. So Supteshu means it's indicating to Jivatmas. Jivatma is residing inside the human body and we are sleeping. Sa yesha supteshu jagrati. When human beings are sleeping, Almighty God is not sleeping. Almighty God never sleeps. Almighty God is ever alive, ever chetan, ever conscious. Because sleep is what? Sleep is a chitta vritti in Yoga Darshana. Sleep is a chitta vritti, action of mind. Sleep is not there for Jivatma. When Jivatma is outside the human body, it does not sleep, it is in coma stage. Of course, inside the human body, because of the connection with the mind and the body, sleeps, because it is a vritti only. And complete chitta vritti nirodha is samadhi. My Acharya always says, in samadhi avastha, or even before samadhi avastha, a yogi gets such a power to control the sleep. Like my Acharya always says, when I was doing tapasya, all along my life I used to sleep at 12 o'clock or 12:30 and get up at 2 o'clock, 2:30. So it means 2 hours sleep or less than 2 hours sleep in 24 hours. And all along 22 hours he was never lazy, because he was having control on the sleep, chitta vritti. And in samadhi stage, my Acharya used to say that in samadhi stage for several months I did not sleep at all. I was always in samadhi, in the divine blissful state, where a yogi forgets himself. A yogi forgets that he is a Jivatma. A yogi actually forgets the Jivatma, and then a yogi lives in Paramatma. He thinks that he is Paramatma. That's a samadhi state. In that state, there is no sleep, my Acharya always says. So here, Yamacharya is giving a knowledge, Supteshu Jagriti. So when we are sleeping, that Almighty God is not sleeping, because Almighty God does not have Chitta Vritti. He does not have mind, body, etc. God is never sleeping. But then what is the quality of God? It's not that He is not sleeping is making Him special. But here Kamam Kamam Nirmimanaha. Kamam Kamam Nirmimanaha. So wonderful, so grateful words by Yamacharya. Because when we understand the meaning of this word, we can never be living a life without thanking Almighty God. So here Yamacharya says, when you sleep, that means when the human beings are sleeping, Kamam Kamam, whatever is the desire for the human beings or for the other Jivatmas, those desires are getting fulfilled, or Almighty God is creating the grounds for fulfilling those desires. Desire means here, see what we desire. Every day, what do you desire? You desire for food, you desire for shelter, you desire for clothing, you desire for this, sustenance of this world. Kamam Kamam Nirmimana. When we are sleeping, God, Yamacharya is telling to Nachiketa, when you are sleeping, Almighty God is not sleeping. He is working for the sustenance of the world. He is preparing food in the fields. He is preparing vegetables. He is preparing fruits. He is sustaining the life. He is sustaining the life-sustaining, objects. When we are sleeping, the work is ongoing. When we are sleeping, water vapor is getting formed and it is going to the clouds, and then rain is happening. Sometimes when we wake up in the morning and see outside, we see water. So we estimate, okay, raat ko bahut barish hua. So when we are sleeping, Almighty God is working for Kamam Kamam Nirmimanaha. He is working for ensuring the life goes on in this earth. He is working in such a way. See, this is indirect way. It is not meaning that God is working. Shvetashvatara Upanishad says, Swabhavaki Jnanam Bhalam Kriyacha. It is automatic. But even though it is automatic, it is automatic due to the power of presence of Almighty God. So presence of the power of Almighty God. So we can say that as if that God is making the sustenance. God is, when we are sleeping, our body is repairing. Our brain is sending certain signals to the body to get repair. All these things are due to the creation of Almighty God. If God has not created our body in such a way, suppose for example, if God has not created our body in such a way that we are able to sleep, but He has created that we are unable to sleep, then we will be suffering a lot for sure. If we are not sleeping, we will be suffering, because we are not in a situation to control the Chitta Vritti yet, because we are not tapasvis. When you do tapasya, my Acharya always says, the good sign of a tapasvi is he is able to control his sleep. Like one person is always behind me in YouTube channel asking whether I am a Vairagyavan, whether I am a tapasvi, what are the symptoms of whether I am a Vairagyavan or not. I don't want to marry any girl. So is that meaning Vairagya, he asked. So indications of you getting Vairagya is you have a reduced sleep, you have reduced your hunger, you have reduced your taste buds, you have reduced your Kam, Krodh, Madlobh, Ahankar, your Vritti is totally under control. These are the signs of Vairagya and Tapasvi. So when we are sleeping, God is working. Kamam Kamam Nirmimana. God is working. When we are sleeping, our body is repairing itself. The cells are getting rejuvenated. All these are due to the presence of Almighty God. God says in the Vedas that if God is not omnipresent, this universe cannot function, including our body. So Kamam Kamam Nirmimana hai. So my Acharya always says, my Acharya, why you are not thankful? He is working when you are sleeping. He is making the rains to happen. He is creating food in the fields. He is making the movement of the planets without any disturbance. He is working 24/7. Even when you are sleeping, He is creating everything for you. So this is the quality of Almighty God. So we must be thankful and we must worship this Almighty God. And further the sloka says, that's why Why he is able to do that? When you are sleeping also he is able to do it. Tad eva shukram, he is almighty, he is all powerful, he does not need assistance. Like, you go to temple, they will say that, the temple at night 10:30, they will close the temple. They'll say that Lord is sleeping, Sri Ram is sleeping, Sri Krishna is sleeping. We have made God to sleep. Hey, foolish people, you cannot make God to sleep. The sloka clearly says Jagriti. When you are sleeping, he will be when you are not sleeping also, he is always wakeful. When you are sleeping also, he is wakeful. You cannot make Lord to sleep. Because, why? Because he is Shukram, he is capable, he is Jnana Swarup, he is almighty. Tad eva Shukram, that alone is Almighty God. No, that alone is Almighty God who is able to create your food, sustain this universe even when you are sleeping. And then Tad Brahma, he is that Almighty God is called as Brahma because we Vriddho Brahma, he is the mightiest. Tadevam Amritam Uchyate, Tad Eva Amritam, that Almighty God alone is Moksha Swarup, he is Amrit Swarup. Means when we attain Almighty God, when a Jivatma realizes Almighty God, the Jivatma also realizes the Amrit Swarup of Almighty God. Tad Eva Amritam Uchyate, Kehte hain. Uchyate means all Rishi Munis tells the same thing, Nachiketal. Just like I am telling to you, the same definition is told by everybody. It's not that I am only telling to you. I am not discovering or inventing something to you. This is told by Rishi Munis based on the Vedas knowledge. Tadeva Amritam Uchyate. He is Amrit Swarup. Many people have a question that, what is moksha? Is moksha means freedom? Or moksha means attaining Almighty God? Both are same only. When you attain Almighty God, you are ever free. You are not in the bondage. When you attain moksha means attaining moksha means attaining Almighty God. Attaining means realizing Almighty God. Tadeva Amritam Uchyate. Tasmin Lokaha Shritaha. That Almighty God, even when we are sleeping, Tasmin Lokaha Shritaha. He is sustaining this universe. He is holding this universe. Somebody was asking me how God can hold the earth. He is not holding the earth with his hands. He is holding the earth without hands because he is omnipresent. Tasmin Lokaha Shritaha. Loka means all the planets, all the universe, all the galaxy. If there is multi-universe or multiverse also, everything is getting held by that Paramatma. Tade Tasmin Lokaha Shritaha Sarve Tadu Nati Atiyeti Kaschana. Kaschana, see, na Kaschana, not at a single point of time, Atiyeti. Nobody उसको उल्लंघन नहीं कर सकता. Means the rules, regulations prescribed by Almighty God in the Vedas can never be transgressed because Almighty God is supreme. When we are crossing our, when we are doing any anti-Vedic deeds, based on the rules of the Vedas only we will get punishment. God has told in the Vedas that you have a free will. So the rule of free will is also mentioned in the Vedas. That's why, many people say that why God is not stopping that robbery, why God is not stopping that rape. God has told free will. You are doing I have given you free will, but I have not only given you free will, but I have also given you the knowledge on how to use the free will so that you can attain Amrita. But if you are not ready to listen to me, then it's your free will. You will do any karma, I will give the punishment accordingly, or I will give you reward accordingly. So, na kaschana atiyeti, we can never transgress his rules. It appears as if that people who are doing adharma is happy. It will just appear. But that Jivatma will surely, when the time comes, that Jivatma will undergo extreme pains. One who is doing adharma, even it is me or you or whoever is watching this channel, everybody is under the control of Almighty God, and na kaschana atiyeti, nobody is able to transgress his rules, and his rules are ever unchallengeable. Like people every day argue with me, why you say that God is not Sakar? It is possible that God can be Sakar? No, it is not possible because Vedas deny it. God is never Sakar, he is always Nirakar. God can never take a human birth or any other birth because he is mentioned in the Vedas that he is ever unborn. Etad Vaitad, this is Almighty God. No Nachiketa, there is no other Almighty God who has this quality. Sri Krishna took birth here. People are worshipping Sri Krishna, people are worshipping Lord Shiva. They took birth here. How can they be Almighty God mentioned in this shloka? How can they sustain the universe? How can they work when you are sleeping? Sri Krishna also slept. Vyasmuni says Sri Krishna slept, but Sri Krishna woke up at 12 o'clock. So my Acharya estimates that if Sri Krishna is waking up at 12 o'clock, he would sleep at around, let's say, 8:39 p.m. in the night. So he sleeps early and then he wakes up at 12 o'clock. That means Sri Krishna is sleeping. But Almighty God is not sleeping. So Sri Krishna is not Almighty God. Because sleep is nidra vritti, it's a chitta vritti. God does not have chit, God does not have mind, God does not have human intellect, God has got divine intellect, God has got divine power. So Sri Krishna is not Almighty God. Sri Ram was sleeping during, it comes, Ratri mein, they were all sleeping. Even Sri Ram was also sleeping when they escaped, when they went out from the Ayodhya for 14 years. Everybody also followed Sri Ram, but they all slept. Sri Ram also slept, and in the midnight he woke up and then he escaped from there. So Sri Ram is not Almighty God. So nobody whom we are reading in Puranas is Almighty God. Almighty God is that Sa Yesha Purusha who is having this quality. This is a really beautiful shloka. When we understand this shloka in depth, we will remember that the food the next day morning, suppose for breakfast you are eating roti, next day morning when your hand touches the roti, understand that this roti, the raw material for this roti was prepared by Almighty God in the fields by His power. Of course the farmer is working, he is doing all the thing, but who is making it to happen in the night? Or who is giving the rust when the moon is there? One of the purpose of the moon is to give rust to the food, taste to the food. If moon is not there, no food will be tasty, no fruit will have juices. Moonlight is the one which is giving juices to the food. So Almighty God is the one who is preparing everything. He is sustaining the universe. When there is pollution in the, in the night of Diwali, everybody is burning crackers, which is anti-Vedic, but everything is polluted. Next day morning or next day morning, slowly in 1 or 2 days, everything is cleared. So even when we are sleeping, the nature is working, and the nature is working because of presence of Almighty God, because of His rules, and nobody can transgress His rules. So this is a very, very, when you understand this shloka, when you must remember Almighty God every time. Before eating the food, did I worship my God? Did I say thanks to Him? Did I remember His name? Did I do Agnihotra? Because He has told in Vedas to do Agnihotra. So this kind of checklist will come to your mind, and some point of time will come when you are having this kind of Shraddha. Some point of time in your life it will come that when before eating the food, for example, in my case or my Acharya's disciples' case, we cannot touch the food without Agnihotra. We cannot eat. We have to do Agnihotra before food in the morning or in the evening. When I am traveling, I go to Japan, I go to China, I go to other countries. When I am traveling, I have to secure that, I am not able to do Agnihotra, but at least other worship, name jap, asan, pranayama, Brahma Yajna, or chanting of Gayatri Mantra inside the mind. These things at least I would have done. Then only I go for breakfast. This is a rule of Vedas. I hope you understood. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.